Welcome to another episode of Footy with Chudy. I'm your host, Chudy. How's everybody doing today? Today we are here to honor the legacy or dishonor the legacy of Neymar. We're going to talk about our debates, heated debates. We're going back to our roots, the original podcast, the heated debate as to whether we think Neymar has had a great career, whether he has had an average career, whether he's a flop, considering his GOAT level talent. Some guys are not here with us today, but I'm going to call out the ones that are. We have Dami, we have Adosa, we have Aminu. Kachi, who brought this topic to us, is not here today. He might join later. And Skip, unfortunately, could not be with us today. But I'm going to start with Skip's statements. He's an advocate that Neymar did have a great career. Basically, he says not everyone will reach Messi or Ronaldo CR7's level. You can count 5 people on one hand. You can only count on one hand, which is about 5 people that will reach that level and be the best player in the world for a span of 5 to 6 years. Neymar basically won everything aside from the World Cup. He also added, after I convinced him otherwise, he added and concluded with saying that he didn't flop, but he achieved what he expected him to achieve. So in Skip's mind, he achieved everything he expected Neymar to achieve. I'll talk a little bit more about what he means by that, but I just want to get the advocates' opinions on this. What do you guys think about this? Did he achieve? Did he overachieve? Would he have a great career so far? Hit me with your best shots before I hit you back.
Going first.
Who's going first? Edosa.
Well, for me, I think that William is right. You have to define what a great career is for a player, right? So Neymar is a Brazilian who grew up in the favelas. The fact that he was able to get anywhere close to the world game is a success story on its own because not everyone has talent gets that.
Right.
That means he had not just talent, but discipline. I say for Brazilian. Yeah, he had it. He had it to get to that level. There are many. Think
You
about
definitely have to. You
all.
definitely have to have some form of discipline for sure.
Think
And
about
he
all.
still has. Like when you're saying, like,
I
like
said just
let's
making
try
it.
and
No,
At
so
that
I
young
said
age, where he could have.
just making it to the world game where everybody knows
Yeah.
his name is incredible discipline. Think about all the Brazilian kids that you want, all the wonder kids that you know. What career did they have? Nothing. They all had nothing careers. Not just that, like it wasn't just discipline. He still found a way to be creative in his own way and held his own in teams that had some of the best players to ever play the sport.
okay,
And everybody knew who Neymar was in those terms.
okay,
And if you check his goal and assist ratio to games, it's actually insanity. The only
okay,
people who come anywhere close is literally Messi and Ronaldo.
okay,
So if that's where you're, I'm sorry, that's a fantastic career. It doesn't matter that, oh, he could not drag his team into anything that you think he can drag his team into. Messi didn't win the World Cup for the first 3, 4 tries, and he's literally the best player that ever played the sport before. He needed like all the countries to basically shake the bed to win the World Cup.
okay.
So, like, yeah, I don't think you can really say anything against the man's career. He did what he had to do. And he then made money on top, man. That was the day, it's a job. The guy got paid
Don't get
to
don't get
do.
all Jokic on me, man. Relax. Let's not go
It's
with
true.
the it's my job. I don't like. Okay. I mean, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I agree with Edusa's take. I think Neymar really had a great career. I think it's when he burst into the scene, I can understand why people were expecting, in retrospect, a Messi and Ronaldo type of trajectory and career.
Okay.
And I think there is an argument that he didn't fulfill his absolute potential. He didn't max out his talent and capabilities. I
Okay.
wouldn't argue with that. But just because you don't reach your full potential doesn't mean you didn't have a good career. Ronaldinho
Yeah.
didn't reach his full
Relax.
potential.
Now, don't start
Ronaldo
throwing
didn't
away.
reach his full
Don't start
potential.
throwing around words.
I'm
Because
just
you're saying
saying.
good now. We're talking about great. I can admit he had a good
No,
career. I don't think he had a great career.
I think he still had, yeah, but I'll tell you
He
why he had a
had a
great career.
sensational
He
career.
had a
Okay, Dosa,
great
wait,
career.
wait, wait. Great, yeah. I just wanted to
Like no
correct you
one,
there, but
no one
keep
is going
going.
to argue that he was Santos' greatest player ever. So he already
Hmm.
has that one in the bag. How many players
Didn't
that ever puts on?
Pele played for
Besides
Santos,
Pele,
did he?
Oh,
Pele, woo.
second. Wait, so he's definitely up there
Okay,
in terms of players that play for Santos.
okay,
And um, when you look, the only thing I hold against Neymar is his decision to join a prime Messi when he was at the absolute peak of his powers, or at least he was coming up, he was bursting into the scene.
okay,
That's the only thing that I felt derailed his career because when you join a prime Messi, there's just no way you won't take a back seat to Messi and let him
okay,
do his thing, right? But
okay.
when you look at Neymar's
Actually, stop.
contributions,
Can I hold stop for a second? What is Neymar to you guys? Like, what is his role on the pitch? Is he a goal scorer? Is he an assister? Is he creative? Is he what is he?
Playmaker,
he's
playmaker.
Playmaker?
he's a he's a playmaker that is also a scorer.
Okay,
Because
continue what you're
if you
saying.
look at his numbers in PSG, he's still like top four in goals scored all time for
Mm-hmm.
PSG,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also top four in assists all time.
Mm-hmm.
He is the most capped. I think he's top five in caps for Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the
100,
all-time
118
scorer.
goals in 173 games for PSG is stupid impressive.
Not really,
And
but go
he's
on.
the all-time scorer
What?
for Brazil internationally,
Okay.
right? So I mean, he's tied with Pele, but Pele is
Yeah.
one of the greatest of all
He's one
time.
penalty away from passing Pele, yeah, because
Exactly, and
all he
he's
scores
going
is
to
penalties.
overtake.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to overtake Pele for being the
Mm.
all-time scorer for Brazil. So these are notches on Neymar's belt that you can't take away from him. He's won absolutely everything except the Ballon d'Or. And the years that
And World Cup.
and the World Cup, yeah, and the years that he could have won those trophies, there were arguably better players standing in his way, except the World Cup thing, because I think injuries also had a
He
part to
took out his
play
back. Yeah,
in derailing his career. I mean, in PSG, bro didn't play more than
yeah,
20
wicked Francis.
22 games or something a season. So just in the league, not overall. So
All
that's
right.
crazy. But
Right.
even with the fact that he only played, 22 games or less, he was always up there in terms of his production. So you
Okay.
can see that, okay, at some point, I don't know what it is with some Brazilian players, like injuries just take over and they can't get to the level of fitness that will allow them to play an entire season.
Mm.
But beyond that, I can't think of situations where you can say there was a long spell that Neymar just did not deliver, it disappeared. Yes, they had some bad games. The remontada comeback, the two comebacks against PSG, those were some lowlights in Neymar's career. But Messi was there
Mm.
too,
He was,
you
but
know.
Neymar was on one side of the. He was on the winning side of the remontada now.
Was the
The
remontada?
first one against
Oh, yeah, he
PSG.
was. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he was on the
yeah, he was
winning
on that
side. You
one.
see, I never thought he
Yeah.
dropped two of those. He chopped two of those comebacks, but he only chopped one, and Messi was with him when
Yeah.
he chopped
Sorry,
the
can you guys see
collapse
Dami?
against Liverpool. Yeah, yeah,
I can't see him.
yeah.
All right,
We see.
continue. I
Yeah,
can see him. Continue.
so I mean, when I stack all these things together, I
I'm
definitely
John
feel
Cena.
that he had a very great career because how many players in the history of the game can you say put up the same numbers and achieve the same things that Neymar did in terms of
All right.
appearances and trophies?
All right. Can I talk? So where do you want me to start first? All right. Let's
Start
start with
wherever you want to start.
there's a lot to unpack here, right? For me, and we had this argument with or debates with Adosa when we talked about your personal tier list, right? We had this debate when Jesus was coming into Arsenal. And I told him like to me he's like on third tier in terms of how I rate people, right? I wouldn't rate Neymar's first tier, which is Ronaldo, Messi, right? No one's touching those guys. I wouldn't rate Neymar's second tier based on the amount of contributions he made, goals and assists, his lack of clutchness, and realistically, he was never the best player in any team he played on. For someone who had a GOAT level talent, except for Brazil. Okay, put it Brazil. He was
who
never
won player of the tournament when they won gold? When Brazil
I
won
said
gold?
Brazil. That's except for Brazil. Put Brazil to one
Okay,
side for a second.
can you
I'll
mention
get back to
2
Brazil.
players?
Hold on.
Can you mention 2 players
Hold
in
on.
your tier 2 first for
Yeah,
comparison?
yeah, exactly.
In my tier
Let's know who.
2, remember my tier 2, Kaká, Ronaldinho, Zidane. Those are that level. I don't put Neymar there. My tier 3 where I put Neymar is I'm putting him with them. Honestly, I'm putting him with them Drogba, Rooney. That's on. And let me tell you why.
Sorry.
Go on.
I just had a quick question because you said
Yes.
you put Jesus in your tier 2.
No. I'm talking about that was a different conversation of strikers. Remember when we had that conversation of strikers when you said he's an elite striker? And I said no, he's not an elite striker. Kane is an elite striker. To me, an elite striker is someone that gives you 20 goals plus guaranteed. So that's a separate striking list. Jesus will not give you 20 goals plus guaranteed. We had that conversation and he ended up not giving you 20 goals plus. But that's a different whatever, right? Back to this tier. That's the tier I'll put Neymar on, right? On that list, because he had good talent, he could have done more. That's the realistic thing. He could have done more. Somebody who has good talent, you guys always say, you can never compare him to Messi and Ronaldo. That's everyone's go-to. We're not even comparing him to Messi and Ronaldo. When he was in the best team, when at his best in Barcelona, still, like you said, Amino, highest goal scorer, he's not there. Highest assist is not there. If we're comparing him to Messi, he should be second. Suarez scored more goals than him. In assist list, he's 5th. He's not even 4th. He's 5th in Barcelona. And that's at his best. So when we're talking about PSG now, this guy went to the easiest leagues in the top 5 leagues. He went to the easiest leagues. Cavani and Ibrahimovic have more goals than him. Who has the highest assist in PSG? Let me pull it out. He's not there.
But we already said
he's not there.
He's a playmaker that scores a lot of goals.
Hold on. Let me land now. Hold on. So goal scoring is not there. Assisting is not there. Let's talk about his playmaker ability. He doesn't come clutch. That's just fact. He does not come clutch. How many games can you think of where you're like, bro, it's because of Neymar we won this game?
The biggest Champions League comeback. The free kick.
That was a
winning assist.
That was a group, whatever. If we're talking about that, it was. But
in it still.
But he had his moments in it.
Free kick is not. He had
his moments in it. He took a penalty as well, right? Wait, no, he took a penalty in that one, right? And the second penalty, somebody else took it. Like, bro, you're not dependable enough to take the 2 penalties. You're not.
But he scored his penalty and he shared the next one.
And the other person scored his own penalty.
I don't think it's because they were scared that he was going to miss.
No. But bro, if you have the man is taking the penalty.
Yeah, they have 3 of the man on the team.
Exactly. So there you go. So, but that goes back to my argument of him not being the best in any team he's been. He's not.
I don't know if I agree with that because I can't hold his MSN standing against him.
Right? And we'll get to the Brazil discussion. So put Brazil aside for
you know when Neymar popped on the scene? I don't know if you're
17 years old.
Before social media was social media, everybody
that doesn't matter.
Everybody knows that.
It doesn't
matter.
Santos
to South American Champions League,
bro, relax with all the Santos and lower league nonsense, bro. No, because it's true. Let's be real.
So it's only Barcelona you're evaluating then.
I'm sorry?
It's only his Barcelona career you're evaluating.
I'm evaluating his Barcelona career because realistically, to you guys, that was his high point. The Santos in Neymar cannot do what the Barcelona Neymar did in Barcelona.
I don't understand.
Are you saying that the Santos Neymar at 16 would have done better in Barcelona than the Neymar that was in Barcelona? No,
Santos Neymar was good enough that Barcelona committed also to a crime to buy him.
Yeah. No. That's not a counterpoint. I just asked you a question. That's not a counterpoint.
Like a 16-year-old Messi couldn't have done what Messi did.
I'm comparing him as the height of his powers, right? Which is in Barcelona.
Let me ask you a question, sir.
Yes.
Can you think of another Brazilian forward at 26 that still had a career?
Off the top of my head, no. Maybe Ronaldo, Di Maria, whatever his last name is. Yeah.
Injury already wrecked him. because they are playing at 17 with people that are hustling for their mortgage. Not just mortgage, rent, right? Rent money in the favelas. Those guys get kicked to absolute shit their entire career. That's why they don't last. And he still managed to be relevant at 30. Come on.
But the relevance of it now is not even, to me, it's not even an argument, because Neymar is that social media guy. He is that guy. You know what I mean? In terms of like, bro, they're literally paying him for images, for posting. Bro,
Neymar is PSG's fourth highest goal scorer.
I don't care. It's PSG. Bro, it's PSG. Game. It's PSG, bro. It's the French league. It's the French league. Like, let's talk serious now. It's the French league. Okay, like, let's be real for a second, man. Pepe was a star in that league. When he came to real football, what happened? Lacazette was a star in that league. When he came to real football, what happened? It's the French league. Let's calm down.
So are you saying that
let's calm down, bro? Let's calm down. Like, you can't hit me with the PSG stats. Come on, let's talk serious stuff here.
Are you saying that when he joined Barca, he should have said F Messi and he should have still taken the show for himself?
I'm not saying that at all,
because I don't see how there could have been a more efficient or better part of career for Neymar than that MSN combo in Barca.
Like, I'm not saying that because now we're
the games when Messi and Suarez were injured, Neymar have easily carried the load.
But that means now we're going into a territory I don't want to go in. We're going to the territory of it's ifs and buts. We can't now say, okay, if he went to Man U, he would have done this. Now. If Real Madrid, he would have gone to Man. No, we can't do that. Let's work with what we have. When he was there,
and
Suarez scored more than him, and Messi was better than him.
But it wasn't because he was playing shit, though.
I'm not saying he was playing shit. I'm just telling you that there were people better than him on his team.
Who was assisting them?
If he was assisting, but Dami, if he was assisting them that much, why isn't he on the top 5 highest assists? He's not there. He's not there. Who was assisting them that much? He's not there. He's not there.
Definitely, he has more than enough hockey.
He has in it. No, I'm not saying he didn't have
he has more than enough hockey assists, aka the ball touched his leg within 2 passes of the goal.
Bro, man, we don't count this ain't hockey, bruh. This ain't hockey.
If gonna claim the last pass.
If we counted hockey assists, Michael Carrick will be getting Ballon d'Or awards up in here, man. We don't count them. Sorry, that's how life is.
I don't think we can use stats against Neymar in Barca.
No.
Even that being said, the stats were still exemplary.
They were exemplary, but there were people. I'm saying that for his talent level.
Played 3 seasons.
How many seasons? Yeah.
I don't know what you want from him.
I think it was 3 or 4 years.
No, for his talent level. And for his talent level, I think he should have done more. That's just me. And
so you're saying hold on,
Aminu. And for your counter of because Messi was in his team, Ronaldo and Benzema Ronaldo was in Benzema's team. You set yourself apart if you have that talent. You do. But assist. He's there in the assist list. He's there in the assist list. Right? He's there.
Yeah, because who else go to pass?
He's there in the assist list.
Okay.
They have Bale, they have Kroos, they have all these bros, but Benzema is there. If you have the talent, you set yourself apart. And also, by the way, Benzema has a Ballon d'Or.
After Ronaldo list.
After Ronaldo. But Ronaldo was still playing. All these guys are still playing. And for Edosa, for your comment on him being the best when he came third, Anton Griezmann came third twice as well. Guess what he also has? A World Cup. Bro, Neymar doesn't have any of this.
Brazil never had any legendary squad around Neymar.
Bro, they didn't have any legendary squad around Neymar, but they were the favorites this past World Cup. In terms of squad depth, they were the favorites. Yes.
That's nonsense.
What is nonsense? What is nonsense?
When France was good there with Mbappe.
Mbappe and who? Squad depth. Going in, squad depth. Brazil had better players. Come on, let's relax. Let's relax. Let's go. Who's their keeper? Wait, who's their keeper? Who's the French keeper? Lloris, Alisson. Defender, they had Saliba. Saliba wasn't starting. Don't call Saliba. He wasn't starting. Don't call Saliba. He wasn't starting. He wasn't squad depth. But your friend saw that wasn't starting. He wasn't starting.
You said squad. No, you said squad depth.
But he wasn't starting.
They were so good.
Varane and
the best
Koundé.
Premier
These
League
guys had
centre back
Thiago
was on
Silva
the
and
bench.
Marquinhos.
38-year-old Thiago Silva.
38
And the same PSG Marquinhos that you're saying is playing French League.
38-year-old Thiago Silva, who is the best player in Chelsea still, yet.
That's
Defender in
not
Chelsea,
something to be
yeah.
proud of.
Is
But
that
he's the
something to
best
be
player.
proud of?
That's not something to be proud of.
No. Let's please. You guys
Nah,
shouldn't
man.
start. No,
Yo,
don't
Chelsea
start
are
the
not
ridicule.
won a game.
Don't start
So,
the
yeah.
ridicule to make yourself start sounding stupid. They had the best squad.
38-year-old
They did.
Thiago Silva is nowhere near the
Aminu,
top
please.
defenders in the
Aminu,
world,
please.
man.
Come
Aminu,
on.
please.
That
Can you talk some sense into these guys?
No, Chudy.
I
Wait,
think
Amino, sorry, Amino, sorry. Chudy, think about it. Thiago Silva was starting for Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
With
so
World Cup
good.
expectations.
That one of the best centre back in England, proper football, could not get into their starting level. Let that sink in.
But that's your opinion. But no, you can't. But that's your opinion.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
It's not squad depth. It's fact. You said English football is the standard.
So
They had players that have played English football that were good on their bench in France.
actually, let's just confirm this. So, Francis, you're saying that Thiago Silva is a better option than Varane and Koundé?
I would, bro. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Lie. I can't give that one. Like
we actually have
for
to.
for 2022, for 2022, at that point, you're saying that Thiago Silva is a better option than Varane and Koundé?
Who is the gap also okay? If you're going to say that they were better, is the gap that much?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
Aminu, please.
38-year-old Thiago
Please say
Silva,
something.
bro.
If you were ranking
Aminu,
defenders
please
at
say
the World
something.
Cup,
Aminu,
I'm
please
sure
say
Thiago
something.
Silva is in top 10,
Aminu,
but
say something.
he's not bouncing
So,
Varane and
I
Koundé.
wanna understand like mainly what Neymar is lacking for you to bump him to the next tier. Are you saying because he didn't win the Ballon d'Or and the World Cup
And the World Cup.
that he didn't have a great career? Is that the premise of your argument?
The premise of my argument is for his talent level,
Mm-hmm.
him not winning Ballon d'Or and World Cup, number one. Him not being the clutch player in his team, number two. Him not being the best player in any team he was in, aside from Brazil, number three. I don't put him there.
So he was not the best player at PSG?
So he was not the best player at Santos.
Mbappe, bro, everybody will take Mbappe over Neymar
The
any
first-
day of the week.
best
Why
player
not
at
Tuesday?
Santos.
Neymar's first 2 years or more.
Like,
He wasn't the best player
realistically,
at
I have a
Santos.
question. I have a question.
yeah.
Ronaldo, CR7 never
Yes.
won the World Cup because he's in
Ballon
tier
d'Or.
one.
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or is a
Ballon d'Or and
popularity
his
contest.
numbers.
It doesn't have anything.
Ballon d'Or and his numbers, bro. Like, you
Ballon
cannot
d'Or-
touch Ronaldo's numbers. That's just facts.
I understand.
Yeah,
but
there you
Ballon
go.
d'Or is still a popularity context. Like, it's basically
Bro,
everybody thinks they are good.
Don't
and
flip
then
on Ballon
they
d'Or now.
voted-
You're the one that said that. Name me a better player that came third in Ballon d'Or. You're the one that brought up Ballon d'Or. So don't flip on it
Yes,
now.
I said
I'm
it.
bringing
I'm saying
up.
that-
I literally brought up Ballon d'Or because you brought it up. That I'm defending
Fine.
my situation on Ballon d'Or.
Fine.
I think the Ballon d'Or argument is not a strong one because
Yeah.
nobody was winning
Those
it
that brought it up.
in the Messi
Those that
and
brought it
Ronaldo. In the
I
Messi and
wanted to say
Ronaldo
that-
era, nobody was winning
I
it.
wanted to say that there's a case
So-
that a lot of the guys who came third over the past 10, 12 years, even they are forever street legends. Like everybody
Yeah.
knows, like they
Yeah, he
so-
came, but which brings me back to my point.
So
Which
they
brings me
deserve
back
their
to my
credit.
point of he came third twice, and some Griezmann came third twice and won the World Cup.
Yeah, but then you
Okay.
can also go back into
Bro.
Griezmann's career and say, what has Griezmann done in any actual football season? Nothing.
Nah,
he
but-
has
bro.
had one good season. Literally.
But we're not. But what has he won?
Who?
There's not the only thing Griezmann has won in his career is the one World Cup. That wasn't even him that won the World Cup for them. And the one time Atletico managed to win the league somehow.
He was not there. He was not there. He was not there.
He
He wasn't
wasn't
even
somehow.
there.
He was not
He
there.
wasn't somehow.
One
He
World
has
Cup.
not won the league with
No.
Atletico.
No, but like I said, hold on.
Griezmann has never had 20 goals in one season.
But like I said in the beginning, you're the one that brought on Ballon d'Or.
Yes,
And that's the only reason I'm countering your points on Ballon d'Or.
If I'm not
I'm
mistaken,
confident-
Neymar has the Champions League golden boot, yes or no?
I don't know. I know he has Champions League. I don't know he has the Golden Boot. Check it.
What
I don't
I
know.
said,
I'll be honest. I don't know.
I said was that Neymar is the only person, not Ronaldo and Messi,
Messi,
come third twice.
Yeah, Griezmann
And
came
that-
there twice.
I don't know about
He
that.
did.
And
I
even
said I
then,
have receipts for you
even
today. He came there twice.
even if
Griezmann
that's
came
the
there
case,
twice.
Griezmann is not half the player Neymar is. You
But he came
know
there
this.
twice.
Everybody. But okay, fine. But even then, okay, Cannavaro
He came there twice.
won Ballon d'Or. Is Cannavaro better than Neymar as a footballer? No, he doesn't have the same talent level. You know this. Everybody knows this.
I mean,
My point is that
with
you mean what?
him winning the Ballon d'Or, you could say that as a defender, he has a higher level of Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar has Champions League. Neymar has Champions League golden boots.
He won it only because Italy won the World Cup. That's it. He's the best player in Italy. That's all it was. So my point is that you are seeing a player who basically takes half the season off and is putting up 20 goals, 20 assists a season. I don't know. You might say, he did not take his career serious. It doesn't matter.
It was that easy. But it does. Because it's French League, bro. It's French League, man. Only 2 of them are allowed to play in Champions League for Christ's sake. It's French League. It does matter.
He went there to try, but he went there to try and carry a trash team to Champions League glory.
But did he?
It's not like
no, he didn't. I mean, not only did he not, he's not the best player in that team. What are you guys saying?
They made it to a final. And he was definitely influential in their run to that final.
He was, yeah, but
so it's not like he did. But
that's my point. But that's my point. My point is for his talent level. My point is for his talent level.
But his talent does not guarantee winning anything every time now.
Doesn't mean anything. It literally doesn't mean anything.
How many talented guys went trophyless or barely won trophies in their career?
But that's
okay,
why.
So
like Steven G doesn't have a Premier League title now.
Harry Kane is a nonsense player.
Harry Kane.
But this is a shameful defense mechanism. We're not talking about Kane. Because I've not done my research on Kane.
No.
Right? I've not done my research on. We're not talking about Kane. We're talking about all these guys.
But we're talking about guys who have had legendary careers without winning
anything.
That wasn't the topic of the discussion, though. Like, somebody was like,
but that's what they're saying. Neymar hasn't done that. He hasn't won enough.
That's not all I'm saying. He hasn't won enough. He wasn't the best in his
what does that mean, bro? He wasn't his best next to Messi
and Mbappe.
Who wants to claim to
next to Messi? And Mbappe.
Mbappe won his contentions,
but that's the thing.
It wasn't like he was.
But now,
it wasn't like Mbappe was above him.
But like I said, I mean, now you guys are recycling my argument and making me say the same points again. Hold on, Edosa. If you're in the same team as Messi and Ronaldo, you still set yourself apart with your talents.
And he
Benzema did. No, he did. Bro, he didn't. Bro, look at the numbers. He didn't.
I feel like
top scorer, he's not there. Top assistant, he's not there. He didn't.
I feel like you're forgetting it.
No.
How MSN functioned.
No, they did.
At no point was there ever any mention that Neymar was the weak point in MSN.
Did I say he was a weak point? I didn't say he was a weak point.
There was I never said he was a weak point.
He fulfilled his role in the thing. They were wonderful attacking force. Exemplary attacking force, whoop-de-doo. But, bro, how did you set yourself apart? How do you set up the numbers? You're looking back, because now all you're thinking about now is the highlights of the rainbow flicks and the assists.
I'm thinking about all the games and how impressive they were.
Look at the numbers. Okay, yeah, go on.
The numbers is 33 matches in 2014-2015, 22 goals, 7 assists. That is literally more goals than assists.
And the Champions League golden
Than who?
That Anthony's entire career, he had it in one season.
Which Anthony?
Your Anthony, you want
to be comparing him? Relax now. like, bro. You might as well call Pelestri too, man. Like, what the? Why you calling Anthony, man? Like, what the hell has Anthony done?
I'm not comparing talent. I'm saying that in one season, he has more goals and assists in the league than Anthony has in his entire career.
Bro, like,
and you're saying he didn't step himself aside. What do you want him to do?
Why you calling Anthony, man? What did Anthony? Why is Anthony catching straight bullets here? Anthony's a shit player. Anthony's a shit player. What are you talking about here?
Neymar and CR7 are among like 3 or 4 guys that have scored 100 goals for 3 clubs or more.
So
I don't know about this.
So you talked about how Benzema has won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
the season
highest assists too. Yeah,
the season that Benzema won the Ballon d'Or.
Was Neymar playing?
He was, but any of Neymar's seasons, in his prime
Mm-hmm.
would have won the
This is-
Ballon d'Or.
Was
season
Benzema
that-
in his prime when he won the Ballon d'Or?
Francis, the season that
No, he
Neymar
wasn't.
won
Go on.
Champions League Golden Boot, was Benzema playing or
Like
not?
what? Like what the hell? Like what the hell? What the hell are you talking about here? We're
Okay,
talking
that
about
was-
somebody.
was it-
He's far more talented than Benzema. Easy. Far more talented than
but I
Benzema. No
think-
one is even
I-
talking about
I-
that.
Your point
But
was
that's
that
how you set yourself
Neymar
apart.
is not. Your
He's
point
far-
was that Neymar is not clutch, but he has more man of the match awards than Benzema and most people.
For
it's
sure.
only Messi, Ronaldo, and I think Lewandowski and someone else
Bro.
that has more man of the match
I
awards than Neymar. So how is that not clutch
Did
if
you-
you are
did
winning
you
these
just-
games for your teams?
did you just Google that? Because I'm not 100% sure if he does. And if he
I just-
does, if you just Google it and he does, legit, apart from Dami's example of the PSG game, like I cannot think of any game where I'm like, bro, it's because of Neymar they won this match.
Did you
Can
watch
you tell me
a
again?
lot of their games? Do you watch a lot
in
of
Champions
their games?
League, I watch the games when
Yeah,
they're
but
playing against guys
champions-
that matter, not
you-
Espanyol and a nameless French
Chudy.
farmers team, bro. I'm talking about
From-
games that matter, big games. When we
From-
here to see
from
show
the
up and
first-
show out. That's what
From
big
the
players
first
do.
league game, from the first league game to
Mhm.
the final of the Champions League, you play maximum 15 games,
Mm-hmm.
and then over the course of 38 games in your season,
Mhm.
that's a better record of your ability for your club. This whole idea of he did not fulfill his career. Even Messi and Ronaldo did not fulfill the talent that they have. That's the point. Nobody gets
Relax.
nobody extracts
Relax.
100% of what they have.
Relax. But
But that's the truth. Nobody gets 100% of what they have. That's just the fact of the matter.
But as we're all sitting here now, if I
Mm-hmm.
wish Will Skip was here, bro can tell you you're a Ronaldo fan. You can tell me games where Ronaldo like, hey, he won this game for us. Skip can tell you games where Hazard won this game for us.
Hazard,
Bro, Hazard, Hazard's another guy that comes clutch for the team. Like, bro, I'm taking this thing on my shoulder. I'm winning this game. Neymar, bro, here we are. You're calling the man of the match performances.
Look,
I'm like, bro,
if Neymar,
Hazard is the other guy
I'll
that is
put
on
it
top
this way.
of Neymar in terms of man of the match awards. So Ronaldo, Messi,
If-
Hazard, and Zlatan.
if Neymar, if
All
Neymar
generational
wasn't-
players.
If Neymar wasn't clutch enough, PSG won't have paid the money they paid to buy him.
They bought him because they thought he was, but he's not. That's why they
But he
reinvested
won.
in the better player Mbappe. Bro,
But
they thought he was clutch enough. They were like, bro, this guy
nobody
is.
has
No.
ever thought of Neymar backing down from any moments. He just, I want to say,
Dives.
I never found himself in too many dire moments where he needed to save the team.
It doesn't-
Usually
What are
he
you
was
talking
putting in
about?
his work.
How many years has he been in PSG? These guys, they bought him to win Champions League. They haven't won it. What are you talking about? Never been in a
But
dire moment.
that doesn't mean clutch now. They did not have hope against the years that Madrid was beating them. There was nothing Neymar could do.
What do you want him to do?
Understand your meaning of clutch.
Was Mbappe not on the pitch too? Like, what do you want him to do? The so-called
He scored.
better
The
player
man has a
did not
goal in
come
Champions
for
League
that,
final.
so-
What's more clutch than that?
I'm
He
sorry,
has
one
goal-
goal. What in the one they lost? He scored.
No, for Barca now. When Barca beats Juve.
This guy, man, come on.
Look,
It's
Chudy,
Is that a Champions League final goal?
Come on, babe.
it's not
Come
good.
on.
It's not good
He
enough.
won Champions
I'm not-
League golden
It's
boots.
not good
That's
enough. Apparently.
I'm not disparaging. Like he won the Champions League. Yeah, I'm not disparaging that. Go
Are
on.
not
So go
enough
on.
to. If man of the match awards are not enough to convince you that he was actually clutch and he had moments that he carried the team, then I don't know what else to convince you.
But
Then that's
because-
scoring in Champions League final
Because
clutch.
I
Isn't
would,
that clutch?
that's clutch, yeah. But
Okay.
but they won that game 3-0, so relax. Or was it 4-0 or 4-1? Like who scored the other? Like bro, like they scored. Like you know what I mean? So I would
So he
argue.
should have missed his goal. That
I could
it's okay,
easily
that guy that
argue with
scored.
you. I could easily argue with you as well that a man of the match award is a popularity contest as well.
I doubt that one.
all of them.
You have to do something in the match.
You do something in the match, yeah, but there could be people that did better than you.
Nah,
But
man of the
because
match
you're
is not
popular,
voting.
they
It's not
That's
voting
not
like
how-
That
that's not
never
how
happens.
that was.
That never
How many-
happens.
Francis,
It doesn't
are you
happen
saying
all
that
the
you
time.
can? Francis, how many times will you see the man of the match and be like, no, you should have been this other guy, you should have been this other guy? Compared to Ballon d'Or.
I know that a lot of I can speak.
It's not often.
I can. It's not often, but I can
Yeah.
speak for as a Man U fan. Like there are a lot of man of the match that have gone to my plan. Like, bro, this guy didn't do anything in this game. Like it's a popularity contest.
Yes.
Like it is.
So that applies to all the other people on that list. Messi has gotten many man of the match awards that you're like, bro,
Yeah.
it wasn't you.
But
Ronaldo has gotten it. This one we know for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it wasn't you. Someone else did all the work, but you scored the goals.
You're the one that brought up man of the match. So I say that
I'm saying it is not always the case that they don't deserve it. It's just, every now and then, maybe 10% of the time. Yes.
Well, some of the cases is there.
Yes,
so
but when you look at that list, the people on that list, numbers, you mentioned Hazard.
Yes.
You can remember. Yes, he's on that list. The people on that list, they are undeniable. You can't say because Messi is one, Ronaldo is two, Zlatan and Hazard are in that list that there were many games they didn't deserve it. There's a reason why those guys are on that list, and they are all generational players. So are you going to tell me
for Neymar's career?
Are you going to tell me Zlatan didn't have a great career because he didn't win Ballon d'Or and he didn't win World Cup?
Zlatan had a great career because he impacted every team he went to. There are some teams he went to, he was clearly the best player.
Played in the same PSG and LA Galaxy, and he didn't win no Champions League, no Ballon. He didn't even make top 5 for Ballon d'Or.
But look at his numbers.
He ran away from Juve when Juve got relegated.
I'll run away too, bro. I'll run away too. Go on. I don't know his whose numbers. Zlatan?
Neymar's numbers.
Yeah.
Neymar has played 498 games.
And he has
scored 295 goals. That is more than a game every 2 games.
Okay.
A goal every 2
games. Find a player
that
scores
Chudy,
wait.
Okay,
land.
If
you can find any player in the world that scores you, regardless of league competition, scores you a goal every 2 games. That is literally as good as it gets.
Can I talk? Because you just combined his numbers, right? Which is heavily hold on. Which is heavily influenced by him playing a bunch of French nobodies. That's just fact.
Matter.
That is just fact. It matters, Bully for him. It matters. Bully for him. He's scoring against farmers in French League to inflate his numbers. That's cool. But let's come down to brass tacks, man. Let's be real.
Did you say Zlatan had a great career?
Yeah.
He said so, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
For his outside though.
But that's again. Remember my whole sentence. Don't pick it out. For his talent level. For his talent level. Neymar is much more talented than Zlatan. Easy. For his talent level.
In your tier 2, you also have Kaka in there.
I have Kaka in there, yeah. World Cup winner, Ballon d'Or winner.
What did Kaka?
World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Ballon d'Or winner.
So what did Kaka do?
Was the very proud on that Brazil team.
No, sorry. What did Jordi Alba do? Jordi Alba has Champions League, World Cup, La Liga, and all the other things.
Euro.
What has Jordi Alba done with his career? It's in your tier 2.
He doesn't have the... I'm sorry? He's not in my tier 2. The talent level is not there. The talent level is not there.
But he won everything.
How many left backs were better than Jordi Alba from 2012 to 2020?
You have to hit... No, you ask me. I didn't do research on these bros, man. You can't be asking me because I didn't do research on. I did research on Neymar. You can't be throwing out shit like this to me. You can't. I'm not going to answer this question. I didn't do research on them. I didn't. That's just fact. The talent level is not there.
A better career than Neymar.
I'm sorry?
Why do you think Kaka had a better career than Neymar?
A combination of all the 3 things I said. The talent level was there. Clutch for AC Milan, Ballon d'Or, World Cup, Champions League.
So you only need to do it with one team to be better than a guy that has done it in every team he's played at. When Kaka joined Real Madrid, what happened? When he played with another generational player like Ronaldo, what happened?
Nothing.
Did he? Okay. So why would you?
I would have it because he was good before. The same way we call Hazard as a clutch player, man of the match, whatever. I'm not going to say what did he do in Real Madrid. He did his thing in Chelsea. He has already done his thing. I'm not going to count. I personally don't count.
One team is all you need. So we can say Santos. We can count what he did with Santos then. He did it with Santos now.
He did it with Santos.
That's how he got on. That was his stepping stage. We can't hold that
So-
against him.
I think I'm
So
saying.
wait,
That was
let me.
his last goal.
Nobody knew.
Let's
Nobody
con-
see, bro.
Let's conclude
Like that
with
was
this
that
now.
was that was
So-
Nobody
Ronaldo
knew.
at Cruzeiro. That was Ronaldinho at Flamengo.
No,
that
no,
was
no.
Kaká at Sao Paulo.
So no, I want to try and understand what you're saying now. You accept that we should not count what he did in France because he's playing
No,
farmers.
you said that. I didn't accept
No,
it.
no, because you
You
guys are
said that. I
saying
didn't
we should count just Santos now. We say we should count just
No, I'm
Santos.
saying
That's what you're
everything
saying.
should be considered.
What the hell are you
No,
saying?
you said has he had a good career?
A great
Your
career
career-
for his talent level.
Does he?
So that's to
great
include
career for
everything.
For his talent level.
It's
So that's
every,
everything.
every single thing.
Yeah.
That's everything from the first academic game he played until the day he retired.
Senior career,
In
relax.
my opinion.
Before we start, bro, Scott
is
was
career.
a striker in his academy days.
I'm not
So senior
counting-
career,
I'm not
yeah,
counting
relax.
his stats. So the simple way to look at it is how many of your so-called tier 2 players have done anything close to what he's done individually? Because no matter how good you are, like Ronaldo is your tier 1 player. Portugal are never going to win the World Cup with him. Even
Okay.
in his prime. Right?
Okay.
That doesn't have anything to do with Ronaldo. The reason why Ronaldo was winning was because he was scoring everybody.
Yes.
Neymar
AKA
was
setting
able
himself
to-
apart. Go on.
Neymar, see, look.
That's my
Neymar
definition of
was
setting.
a
That's how he
name.
set
Wait,
himself apart.
Neymar,
No,
see,
go on.
the fact that we know Neymar's name,
Stop it.
despite the fact that he
Stop it.
played with Messi and Suarez, in literally the most devastating attack the world has ever seen. It's all because you cannot tell me the fourth player in that attack.
What do you mean?
You can't tell me the fourth player in that attack.
What do
The
you
person
mean?
that
It
when
was a
someone
starting
gets
three.
injured,
Right?
it's not
And
good. I don't care.
What do you mean?
Who did they stop in at 18
who
minutes
comes
in
off the
that attack?
bench?
Yes. Who?
How on
No,
earth is that
no.
relevant?
It's
How
relevant
is that
because
relevant?
No, because if it was easy
Kaká
to
played with
hand,
Ronaldo and Bale.
You-
Didn't have the
you
same
know.
impact.
No, he
Because
didn't
easy
in
to
AC Milan.
hand.
In Real Madrid. No, I'm not gonna say he did. He didn't.
No.
Nowhere near.
But
So the
Nowhere
same
near.
way, the
So-
same way,
Nowhere near.
so understand how
He was
hard
not the
it
best player
is.
at one
who
team that
was
he
the
played
second
at.
left? Who was the second left winger for Real Madrid when Ronaldo was the left winger? I don't know. Who was the second left winger for Man U when Man U had Ronaldo? Nobody knows.
How?
Nobody cares.
No, wait, please, can we
Because
not waste
they
time on
own
this?
that
Because how is
position.
this relevant? You not knowing who comes
relevant
off the
because-
bench for a player is not relevant
No.
as to the quality of the player.
It is relevant
Because the player
not
is so
only-
good. We're all
He's
focusing on the bro.
irreplaceable. He's
Yeah,
irreplaceable.
yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Neymar at his best was inevitable because he's going to dribble somebody, he's going to make his team score, either by scoring or assisting.
Mhm.
And
But
he won't
there were
stop at
people
the
there that
same
were
time.
better than him on that team.
And he could add in a sprinkle of free kicks too.
But there were people that better than him on that team. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Suarez better than Neymar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He is
Definitely.
his Barca's
Suarez
second highest
was
goal
the-
scorer.
Third. But
Yeah,
Suarez was
but
a
he's
pure
the
striker.
third, yeah, yeah.
Neymar was not though.
Like
He's not.
Neymar was
so
not.
you can't flip flop.
Okay.
Are we talking about numbers or not? I'm talking about numbers. I'm giving you numbers. Like, oh no, he's not a goal scorer. You can't flip flop. Pick a lane, bro. Pick a lane.
The lane.
You gotta pick a
is-
lane.
Okay, let me just conclude and touch out. The lane
Yeah.
is that as a player,
Mhm.
Neymar in every single club that he has played for,
Was not the
You know-
best player.
Neymar. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. You know
No,
they
no.
have Neymar. No, it truly doesn't matter. You know they have Neymar.
Okay.
Not only do they have Neymar,
Mm-hmm.
he scores an assist for them consistently. That is how many games he plays. You say, oh, he's not the best player. Think about the people that
Questionable
are
number
comparing
10.
him to in his team. Messi, Mbappe. How many people have ever played the sport better than those two people? Not many. We're not
But
talking,
they are.
oh,
But they
who
are.
was the best.
But they
better
are.
than
Not many, but
Messi
they
and
are.
Mbappe.
But not many, but they
Somebody-
are.
I still find it hard to give Mbappe as better than Neymar myself. Because I feel like Neymar contributed to Mbappe's growth.
No, let's even give him Mbappe. How many players are better than Mbappe than not named Messi and Ronaldo?
Better, like right now, or have had a better career.
Ever played the
As a
sport.
player.
As
That
a
are
player.
better than Mbappe.
That ever played the
What does
sport.
Mbappe bring that Neymar cannot?
No,
Goals?
forget the Neymar part. I'm saying that
And
Neymar-
assists?
like Mbappe is good.
They're on the same
Mbappe
team.
can bring that
No,
better than Neymar?
goals. But okay, goals.
Okay.
Goals that were
Evident by
supplied
they're on the same
Neymar.
team and somebody has more than the
Goals
other.
that were
Right?
supplied by
No,
Neymar.
But somebody has to pass to
You can't really argue that they're
Yeah,
supplied by
somebody
Neymar.
has to
No,
open up play. It's not
hold on.
Mbappe. It's not Mbappe was carrying ball from midfield
Hold
and
on,
generating his
hold
goal.
on.
Somebody was building up behind him.
But damn
We
it,
need to
hold on,
facilitate this.
Almino, hold on. But damn it, listen, you guys are doing the same thing you've been doing all episode. You asked me a question, I'm answering. You changed the question
They're giving us
No,
answers
because
we don't like.
he's scoring the goals. Wait, he's scoring the goals. You're saying somebody has to be assisting. On that team, Neymar is not top 4 highest assister. He's the 4th. So it's Di Maria that is assisting most of the goals because Di Maria is the highest assister in
Was
PSG.
there longer though.
How many seasons did Maria play for them?
Neymar was there at least like 3 years before Neymar now.
His average, Neymar's average number of games played the entire career is 20 or 21. The guy doesn't play. Semi-retired, right?
So
Did you check assist list from when Neymar joined to when he left or overall?
So can you hear yourselves though? This is
Yes,
someone that plays
I can
half
hear
a
myself.
season consistently, and against the weakest team in the top 5, in the weakest league in the top 5 leagues. He's using this to start pad his numbers, and you gotta say, look at those numbers. You have to calm down, bro. You have to calm down.
It doesn't matter.
You have to calm down.
Chudy,
You have to calm down. You have to calm down. You have to look at this.
He could have gone there and shit the bed and not scored.
But because of the talent, bro, you guys cannot name me 20 teams in La Liga. You can't. Bro,
Man,
it's a farmers league, bro. It's a farmers league. It's a top training. Even it's you can't even know, bro. Like what?
Okay, but
Okay.
Actually, no, let me know.
Because you don't know doesn't mean that it's
Please
not.
go on. Let's
City just signed-
Like,
City
I
just
would
signed
not say that-
for 16 million.
These men were out there
let's
trying to break these guys' legs, man. Every single game.
I mean,
I do concede that his injury record didn't help him, but what he did when he was on the pitch was still top notch. There's a reason why he was the most fouled player, in the league and in the World Cup.
Basically, every competition.
Because he was actually running the game. That is one. Two, Mbappe. While I still think Mbappe was the better player when Neymar joined PSG, there were a lot of things going on when Neymar joined PSG. He joined thinking that he would be the main guy. But there was a national movement behind Mbappe at that time when he moved from, I don't know what team it was.
Did they join in the same season or Mbappe came the season after?
They joined the same season.
Yeah.
Mbappe came on loan that season, then was permanent the season after.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a national push to make Mbappe the face of their league, the French league, because they wanted a French guy to be driving. It's not Neymar, and the next season they basically gave him the keys to the kingdom, and you could see how deep it was when Mbappe is there shaking hands with Macron and all these heavy hitters in politics. So it is not that clear cut that Neymar wasn't the best player on that team then, because he was not featured because of powers beyond ability at PSG. But beyond that, I would say, injuries and fulfilling his full potential, I can concede those points. But in terms of his overall career, I still think, based on the number of minutes he actually played, his man of the match awards, his goals and assists records, I would say he had a very great career, and there are not many players that have played this game, even some of the ones that are in your tier 2 that played it to the level of that Neymar did. I love Kaká, and I think Kaká's peak was higher than Neymar's peak, but the career, I would say Neymar had a better career than Kaká, but Kaká had a higher peak. So, and that's a guy in your tier 2.
Yeah. Because
Like,
I
it
think,
was it.
go on.
Go on.
That's a fair point, and I think that's the way I look at it. Because I think realistically, you guys can fight for league because you're trying to prove a point, but we all know that league is nonsense. So the numbers he pulled up in that league, I don't consider it. I consider him in PSG when it's time to play with the big boys, Champions League. Let's see what you're doing against teams that are actually good.
But we've also seen three generational players
So you
in
should give him credit for
PSG.
his run to the final at least then.
We've seen Messi, we've seen Mbappe, we've seen Zlatan, all in the French league. So these are generational players. We can
Mm-hmm.
still compare what those players did in that league to what
Mm-hmm.
Neymar was able to do in the league as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not
But
just that,
but
some
with
of the
that, but
best.
if you're comparing that though, Neymar, Mbappe has a World Cup to set himself apart. Zlatan it was the highest goal scorer in PSG to set himself apart. But Neymar never was. That's where I'm getting. That's where I'm going with this. He never set him for his talent
But
level. He didn't do anything to set himself
Again,
apart.
Neymar was only at PSG for 4 years. Zlatan was there for like 8 years or so.
Was he? I don't know. Check that. I don't
Neymar
know.
was
I'm
only
not
there
sure.
for
Zlatan
I don't
made
know how long
more,
Zlatan
played
was
more
there.
games. He played more games for
definitely.
He
Serie
He
A.
was there
he
longer now.
obviously played more games.
Yeah, he
That's
played
for
more games
sure.
because he wasn't as injured. I'm 100% sure of that. But I don't
Like
know how
based on
long he
Neymar's
was
injury
there
record, it's
in
hard
thing.
for him to achieve top goal scorer on any major team. Just based on him not being
What
available. But if we look
what
at
me I would say is that
goals to game averages, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure he's ranking in the top of the top for his clubs
Go on, Adose.
for sure.
Let's round up. Go up,
so
Adose.
okay. So what I'm going to say is that like if you are using Champions League to count,
And
like
World Cup and Ballon
in
d'Or.
reality,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like I don't honestly I don't care about Ballon d'Or. Anybody that wasn't Messi or Ronaldo didn't win for the last at least they probably only won like twice in the last 10 to 15 years. So
No,
Yeah.
you can't use
but
it.
if you remove them,
No,
he's still not there. He
The
came
year that
third.
he came third,
No,
wouldn't it
he
have been
came
him
third.
then?
That's what I'm saying. He came third twice. Griezmann too
So
came third twice. They will have the
wouldn't he have
same
won
Ballon
it?
d'Or. That's
So
what I'm
wouldn't he have won
saying.
it those years?
But
Wouldn't he have won it those years
that's
then?
that's what we're
okay,
comparing
so
to.
okay,
Like,
fine. And then
go
okay,
on.
so even if you say if you remove those years that he would have won it twice, and then
Mm-hmm.
Griezmann would have won it twice, and then the
Mm-hmm.
argument to be is Griezmann a
As
better
good as
player
a
than
player.
him?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the answer
Exactly.
is no. So he will still
Exactly.
be better. So I'm not arguing that. Like I said, I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Like, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to say that this is not a shit. It's not a nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Champions League. How many good teams are there in Champions League in reality? That you will have the Champions League that are going to fall. I feel like 8 out of 32.
More than they are good
They are
teams. The
not
answer to that question is that there are more good teams in Champions League than they are in League. That's the answer, simple answer to that question. That's just facts.
sure, but then,
Yeah.
but wait. Some of the best centre backs or defenders we have in the world come from the French league. So you can't eat your cake and have it. It's true. Think about some of the best centre backs you've ever. They started in French league.
But they don't stay. Like,
It
I don't
doesn't
understand. They don't
matter.
stay.
They start. Yeah,
They
because
don't
if you go and
stay,
look at
bro. Like,
no,
there's the
if you
reason they
go
don't
no,
stay. They get taken away, bro. What?
But
sure,
They
there's a
come
reason
from
why
but
someone wants to take them away.
they had to
yeah.
play there first, and they played
Mm-hmm.
well enough that a bigger team said, "Oh, you're good enough to play for my team." I truly don't care that they don't stay. I'm saying that they played there, so they are good defenders that play in French league every single weekday that they are playing. So the idea that because he bullied them, flat track, sure, everybody's doing that. All your faves are doing that. Messi is so good that no matter how good you were, it was a flat track bully. This guy was putting the best defenders into the ground at 17 or 18, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if he Messi is so good that because all the attackers in French league will be doing this so. But it's not. He's that good, right? So he has the talent. He got to the top of the game in every sense of the word because there is no showpiece tournament that he did not play in. And not just that, like he made money from the game, as
All
much
right,
money as his family
relax.
he will ever know.
Relax. Okay.
That is a fantastically
Okay.
And
great
he lied.
career in every sense.
Like, relax.
Alaikum salam.
It's a fantastic career in every sense of the word.
All right.
It's a
All right,
fantastic
Dami.
career in every sense of the word. I don't know what
Dami.
else you want from this man, but
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah, go on. Conclude.
I don't know what else to add though, because I feel like looking back, sure you have some regrets, but
A lot.
I don't know how much how much better it could have turned out given the circumstances. That's just where I see like he at least he was a part of what's it called, a sextuple team. He has Copa Libertadores. He's a folk hero at Santos. He's a national hero for Brazil, despite not winning them the World Cup. But he's close to hero status in Brazil. So, like, okay, he missed out on Ballon d'Or, sure. A whole lot of guys missed out thanks to Messi and Ronaldo. He missed out on the World Cup. I would say that 2014 he was lighting it up. I don't know where it would have ended. I don't know where it would have ended, but he was lighting up and he was showing up in the Ronaldo doesn't have World Cup knockout goals. Neymar was showing up for Brazil. I think
Did he get injured in that World Cup?
Yeah, they broke. That's when they broke his back.
When he broke his back.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, from there, I guess the injuries just started pounding because it seems like the injury thing just went downhill from there. And given that the most elite Brazilians have a tendency for partying, I feel like among the party boys, Neymar was able to find the balance.
He's the most disciplined.
To find the balance
among the ill-disciplined. He's the lesser of all the evil.
Exactly.
Stop it, bro.
So I'll give him that. It's true now. But no, just considering what he did on the back end, I think, yeah, the boy did all he could, and he balled out.
And he's not done.
I'll give you.
And
shut up.
He's not done. He's going to be at the next World Cup. Maybe he'll
okay. I thought you were about to talk about
them.
his Al Halal numbers about to start piling up. That's all
to play devil's advocate, and take some of the blame off him. We don't know how much or how far his dad's influence went into leading him in the wrong choices, if you will.
Right.
So there's that.
I'll hit you with Williams' conclusion, which is basically in line with mine. That he had basically achieved everything he expected him to achieve. He feels that Neymar was overhyped in terms of like the talent expectation that they had for him was too high. Everybody had it too high. He had it at a certain level, and Neymar achieved everything he had to achieve at that level. That was Williams' conclusion.
If you watch Neymar at
that
Santos,
level,
the hype wasn't too high.
No. But that's
it wasn't too high at all.
But he did not all this stuff he was doing at Santos.
So
those are saying
what was the expectation?
At 31.
Let's be clear. Was the expectation like should have won more Ballon d'Ors?
He should at least even if with Ronaldo and Messi, he should have come third more than twice. No?
Because I feel like before Ronaldo and Messi's monopoly, Ballon d'Or wasn't heavy weight that it is now. So when Neymar was coming up, I don't feel like everybody's like, oh, most Ballon d'Or in the future or whatever. I think people were excited that Brazil's next hero
World Cup.
And if he didn't break his back, who knows? Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
That's ifs and buts, no? The
next other World Cups, what happened? World Cup is only every 4 years. So
but the other World Cups, what happened? Nothing.
He got injured in 2 World Cups, right? Wasn't it 2?
Again, Brazil never had legendary squads like that around him like that.
This Argentina team that just won this thing, was this a legendary squad? This is the weakest World Cup winning squad.
I don't know.
In our recent history,
their chemistry on this team was different, man.
I mean,
and I feel like their play was like
98.
Remember 2014, they literally relied on Messi single goals every game all the way to the final.
Yeah,
this time around they had enough guys shouldering the load. Alvarez was scoring.
I mean, we shouldn't change topic now, but in 2014 and them, they had Aguero and all these guys, but they just weren't scoring. Like all those guys were all there, but they just weren't scoring.
But they came within an extra time goal of winning the World Cup. So it's
Tevez, Aguero, all these guys were all there, but they weren't scoring. You know what I mean? They had better squads than this.
But that team made the World Cup final still. So
yeah, the Higuain. The one that Higuain's
Messi
exactly. That Higuain strike away from
winning the World Cup.
Having been all time.
Neymar was only in 3 World Cups, got injured in 1.
Yeah,
and I think he even got injured in 2. I feel
the
like
fact that you can't remember
got injured in 2
is indignant of my points.
But he only played in 3 World
That's
Cup.
the
He
thing. He
definitely
is
got injured
indifferent of my
once.
point. This guy is not married. He just do it
So we can't hold not winning
like
the World Cup
literally.
against him when he
When we
only
think
played
of when we
2
think of
World Cups
Neymar
at
in World
most.
Cup, Brazilian hero, two things come to mind: the 2014 that he lit it up, then got injured, and literally every other World Cup is just him rolling on the floor for being tackled. That's all I remember. Because you can't even remember how many World Cups he's been in. You have to Google it. Like, but if we think
And
about
he has been
other
in,
players,
yeah.
we know, like, bro, there are moments where, like, bro, we know. Ronaldo 3-3 against what's it
As group stage.
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the impact. This guy is doing
Neymar
things.
Neymar won
Things.
the game against Croatia, opening game in 2014 against Croatia. He has his group stage
I
goals too
said
now.
first 2014. We've
It's his
accepted
career,
2014.
though.
We've
It's his
accepted
career. You
2014.
can't be
We've accepted
Chudy.
2014.
But
I accepted it.
2018,
No.
he scored in
I
2018.
accepted it.
He scored
He
in
scored.
2022
He
also.
scored. He scored.
So,
Yeah, but that impact, you guys are not even remembering. Like, bro, who did he score against? What he? Yeah.
I remember who he scored against Croatia.
But if I was to ask you about that
Twice.
2014 one, you would tell me, bro, against Cameroon, boom, he
So,
scored against that goal.
so
Like, bro,
Ronaldo's only World Cup claim is his hat-trick against Spain in the group stage.
no, bro, off the top of my head, I just brought that up. Like, relax. Like,
I mean,
that's
it
not
is.
the goals only came.
2014, he was hobbling and injured against Ghana and US, trying to exactly.
But yeah, that's bro. Been doing this for an hour. We gotta go. The person we.
I feel like Neymar would definitely have his moments where he will look back and be pissed, but there's nothing to cry about in his career.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Those little doubts and those little pre-whatevers you're putting before he had a great career. That's what I'm focusing
And actually,
on.
that's even not saying it. We don't know if he's really feeling like that.
No, but that's what, no. This guy is all about the money. He's not feeling like that. He's all about the money. He's all about getting paid. So he's not feeling that at all.
But yeah,
he's getting paid. He's all about getting paid. Good for him. Bully for him. Wonderful. We don't rate players based on the amount of money they're making because I believe they're paying Kante the same thing. I saw a graphic where they're paying Kante the same thing, except for the social media.
Henderson is in the top 10 players in the world now.
Exactly. So I don't know why those are talking about players getting paid. Here. Like that's not what we used to rank players getting careers here. It's not. But anyway.
No,
but
I think
that's
let's
conclude.
I know. I'm just saying, anyhow you got it. You can't pick any competition Neymar played in and say that he had a particular competition. So, given the number of players that played in those competitions, that's simple. There's no need to start.
No. That's too much of a generalization. That's too much of a generalization. Because that means in your opinion, a lot of players had a great career. That's too much of a generalization. That's too much of a generalization.
But think about it. So the best players to ever play the sport, and he stands out. Some of the best players to ever play the sport played in Spain, and he still stands out. Some of the best players to ever play the sport played in Champions League, and he still stands out.
Like Francis,
what else?
Let's not forget that one Champions League is enough to make a great career.
Yeah. In certain cases. Yeah.
Okay. Right? You can eat butter and anything. You can say Messi was so good. How can he win only one World Cup? He's the best to ever play. How can he win one World Cup? You can stretch it however you like. So you must contain it on some level. Exactly. When anybody right?
Deep.
So at some point you must bring it to what is the career? What exactly is the career? The career is, can you say you achieved just about every single thing you wanted to achieve in this thing that you were doing? Neymar can say yes.
But you're now individualizing it to his preference. I personally feel like he will say yes because of the money he has made. Because he's all about money.
Forget the money. Neymar has won the title in every country he played in. He has won the continental thing in every country he played in. He has individual awards on top. Everybody knows Neymar's name. What else do you need? I'm not talking about like
many great guys. Many great guys are not able to collect all the trophies throughout their career.
The three major.
It's not a given.
But that's the thing. I keep going back to the thesis of my presentation.
Okay.
For your talent level, That is the thesis of my
Do you
presentation.
have a
Gerard,
gauge?
hold on.
Wait, sorry.
Gerard,
No,
hold on. Gerard.
wait. I have a question.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you have like a thermometer that says this is the
Gauge.
talent level?
No, but
this is where it is
there's a general consensus, right?
No.
Did Neymar have
general
GOAT level
consensus.
talent? Yes or no?
GOAT level talent could be anything.
Yes or no?
Sure, yes.
Did Neymar have GOAT level talent?
He
Simple,
has the
yeah.
potential
There's a
to be
general
one of the
consensus.
best.
Yeah, there's a general. That's what I mean by the
Okay.
general consensus. Gerard had
Okay.
a great career. He did not have GOAT level talent.
And he's
For
doing
Gerard's
jack
talent
shit in his
level,
career.
I think he had a great career.
That's nonsense.
If you have GOAT level talent,
that's
you
nonsense.
should be winning. You cannot
Francis.
say you had a great career. You did not win World Cup. You did
Chudy.
not win Ballon d'Or. You did not win.
Chudy.
Like, come on, man.
Francis.
None of the guys in your tier 2 would have won Ballon d'Or in the Messi and Ronaldo era. None of them.
None of them. You won't even know their names.
No,
What did
you
do?
know them, but
Francis. Francis.
I'm not, let's not go that far. Yeah, go on.
For the talk of his talent, his two
Yeah.
peak years in Barca, 2014, 2016, 70 goals in 110 games, the six main trophies. That's alone enough to justify.
So that's just those 2 years. Just 2 years.
As
was
a
good.
team, for the team on a team basis, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I can concede to that. I
I'll
can concede
give-
to that. The same way I can. No. But it's the same way I'm conceding to putting Kaka on my top number 2 tier list. That in AC Milan he killed everything in Real Madrid was useless. If you guys are here to tell me that he had a great career because of hold on. If you guys are here to tell me that he had a great career because of what he did in Barca, I can concede to that. When you start adding Santos that nobody really watched every bro.
But we did, that's how we knew him.
No. Let's be real. Nobody watched every game in Santos. We don't watch Santos like watch Premier League. We didn't watch him 90 minutes. No.
Nobody watches every
When you
game.
start adding, and when you start adding French league that is the
Nobody
lowest
watching Barcelona
top
versus
5 league.
Vallecano. Nobody
Exactly.
watching Barca versus Osasuna. Nobody watching Barca versus Valladolid or whatever they're called.
Classical and Champions League. But we're seeing what he's doing in Champions League. Yeah, we're seeing what he's doing in the Champions League. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. So
Francis,
yeah,
Neymar carried Santos to Copa Libertadores. It might not mean a lot to you, but that's legendary shit in South America.
Yeah,
as a teenager,
they can chop that in South America
because that was the space he had.
They can chop that in South America. The same way Martin Letizia is the cult hero in Southampton. They can chop that in Southampton
Oh my God.
But let's we're talking about like Martin Letizia Southampton guys will kill you if you say that guy's name in vain. That's their own cup of tea. That's their own cup of tea.
A whole country will kill you if you say Neymar's name in vain.
I never want to hear you talk about any Man U player being great career. That's it. You can have it. Don't ever.
But that's the thing now. You guys are doing what you always do. Now you're twisting I said for his talent level. For his talent level.
What the hell?
We don't say what the hell. We all agreed here that this guy had a good level talent. We all agreed here. So what do you mean, what the hell?
For a center midfielder, Gerard had everything a center midfielder would ever need. He didn't win anything other than the Champions League that they use to win sometimes. Another time he has to win. Right? You're not here talking,
No.
It doesn't matter. For Neymar, just about every competition that he played, he won, apart from World Cup. That's the same for like 99% 99% of the greatest players you can ever imagine never won the World Cup. What do you want Neymar to do?
How many great players won the World Cup in 2 tries?
What do you mean? Like their first 2 tries? Pele, I guess. Off the top of my head, just maybe Pele. Yeah, I think it's just Pele, right?
Yeah. When the guys used to smoke cocaine.
Maybe you can pull up some German or Spanish. I don't know, man. Right?
Yeah.
So is your argument give him this coming World Cup to see what he does? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying No, I'm just saying, even
36
if
years old. You know what the
You're the
man
one saying just two World Cup, just two World Cup.
no,
When
but
he
my
was
point
carrying,
is,
when you guys are talking about when he was 16 carrying this thing, right? When did he attend the World Cup from
But
when
that
he
shit
was
was mad
16?
impressive still, bro.
No, when did he attend the World Cup when he was in when he was dead doing the stuff then? Why did he come
Aye.
and do it in the World Cup too? Why?
The
But he
generation.
went to
Neymar
Youth World
came
Cup
up.
and he won Youth World Cup.
Was it Youth World Cup
Neymar
or
came up.
gold medal he won?
No,
I don't know. I think
it
it was
was
gold
Youth World
medal.
Cup that his dad told him that if he carries golden boots, he will buy him a Ferrari. That's
Golden
where his legend
boots.
started. No. Oh yeah, but he won the World Cup and the golden boots.
So if he was as
Look,
legendary as you guys are saying in Santos, right? With court
yeah.
hero statue, why did they bring him up to the main team? Why is he
The
playing
players
youth?
that were playing, the players that were playing when Neymar came up.
They were better. Oh, they were better.
Ronaldo, Delema,
Oh,
Ladinho,
yeah,
Rivaldo.
yeah. I
Come
think you're
on
naming
now.
all the guys in my tier list above Neymar. No,
You're a drunkard.
thank
That's-
you.
that's the position.
Exactly. You're naming all the players that are above in my tier list.
They were better.
but it
They were
doesn't,
better
no,
than
but
me.
Trudy, you're not being fair to him.
17.
It doesn't matter how great you are at that
17.
age when there are more established great players ahead of you.
Sirs,
You are never
Wow.
getting in that
sirs,
team. It's
sirs,
impossible.
please, sirs,
Francis, you
please.
said he doesn't assist to 2 Champions League top assist provider titles though. You said he doesn't assist to.
I didn't say he doesn't assist. I said no.
You said
no.
okay,
I
said
said
he's top
in
assist.
the list,
He
in
has
the
two-
list,
he has
he's
two-
not.
He
He's
has
not.
two Champions League assist medals and 1 Champions League
In
golden
your
boot.
Champions League.
Do you,
With
Yeah.
tied with Ronaldo that with goes Ronaldo and Messi that season.
don't make me pull out my computer and go and start looking for which other useless player has top 2 assists now. Don't use that.
Top 2
Don't
assists
use
in
that.
what?
Do it.
Uh,
Yeah.
You know,
top 2 assists in this thing.
you know, I said Benzema was assisting Ronaldo.
So no,
And
all time. I'm talking about all time stuff here, man. What in Real Madrid's all time list? I'm talking about all time consistency.
Yeah, you're comparing.
No,
you're
Neymar is
consistency.
in the top 5 of Barcelona's
Benzema-
all-time assist list.
I think he's like 6th or 7th. He's not.
Benzema
Neymar joined
played
behind
Barca
him,
in
like Messi,
2013,
Xavi,
so I don't know how many
Yeah.
World Cups you expected him to.
I'm sorry.
Benzema played 10 years at Real Madrid. Neymar played 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how it's a reasonable conclusion to be comparing their stats on a all-time. Compare the same period. What was Benzema doing in the league? Probably nothing because of one player, Ronaldo.
Now relax.
Neymar was
Don't be.
playing with
We're
two-
going way
two
beyond
absolute-
time
no.
on this thing.
No,
Yeah.
Neymar was playing with 2 absolute monsters, goal scoring and assist wise, and you
Mhm.
know his name. Even now that Benzema became a folk hero,
Bro,
like
relax,
he
man.
was
like
good.
this
No,
know his name thing
it's
is
only
just
now
this is
he
just
became
outrageous
a
now.
folk.
We know his name. We knew Benzema, Ronaldo, and Bale. Like what the hell? Like, I know
Everybody
Bale's
knew-
name. Bale is not. He's not that guy. I know Bale's name too. In that BBC this thing, he's not that guy.
Neymar
So
is-
stop saying that
Neymar
But he
because
came clutch.
Francis, for his Santos exploits, Neymar was 10th in Ballon d'Or that year
you can't.
as
Yeah.
a 19-year-old.
Don't talk to me about his Santos exploit. I'm saying if he was
He
that
was
good, why did
captain
they,
of Ballon d'Or.
hold
No one was
on.
talking about it.
Hold on. Why did they call him up to the main team
Of what?
of Brazil?
He was in the.
Because
He
they
was
had-
in the.
He was
No,
in
he
the
just
team
said
for
no.
the
He said
2010
he
though.
was in the youth this thing.
I said he won the
No,
youth
he said he
World
won
Cup, but he played in 2010 World Cup now.
But so why does that mean to keep saying he's played only 2 World Cups? What are we talking about here? Has it
I
been
said
2 years
he
since
said
2014?
He
Let me
played
confirm this,
3
hold
World
on.
Cups. He was injured in 1 practically, so he's only literally.
No, that one that he got injured in. He got to
World
the quarterfinals. That's where he got injured now.
Yeah, but
played-
he,
so he
he
played
got
3.
injured.
That's
No,
when he
but
got injured. He
didn't
played
complete
3
it
World
now.
Cups.
But he didn't complete the World Cup.
Is it by complete?
Yes,
complete?
now.
Nigeria too didn't complete the World Cup too. Do you know why? They got eliminated. What am I talking about? Is it by complete?
No. If Neymar had stayed healthy, if Neymar had stayed healthy in that 2014,
We're going on
World
ifs and buts.
But
We can't
they
do
were-
that.
they
We
were
can't
the
do that.
favourites
That's
that
not what we're
year.
doing here.
Yo,
That's not what
they
we're
were
doing
the
here.
favorites that
That's not what we're doing
year.
here. We can't talk
And
about
then
fantasy.
there's-
Oh, okay, so
injured.
he didn't. Everybody wanted him to go for 2010, including Pele, but the coach didn't take him because he didn't have enough experience at the level.
I mean,
They were-
there you
Because
go.
he was 18.
Three
How
hours
many
ago.
years?
in
How many
2010.
years have gone?
Didn't England take walkout at 16? Relax.
And what happened? And what happened?
Relax.
What
did.
has spoken to he regrets that period itself.
But they took him. They took him. Walcott is nowhere near that's the
Brazil,
Santos Neymar. No, so why did they take
2010
him?
Brazil,
Put him
Wait,
through.
2010 Brazil still
the
had
English,
Ronaldinho, Adriano,
Go
and
on.
those guys that they were relying on.
the English
They needed
team that
Neymar.
Walcott entered,
Mm-hmm.
the English team that has space for Walcott, can you compare it to the bench of the Brazilian team that
No,
they
no,
have
no. I'm
for
not.
Neymar?
I'm not. I'm trying to.
Oh,
I'm trying to build on you guys' point that in Santos, the bro was a legend. He didn't do
was.
anything.
He was
Come over and play with
some,
ballers. Let's see legend.
And he
Now
did
you're
in
telling me he was
Barcelona.
he's
he
too young.
did.
He was
But
too
he
young.
did in
He
Barcelona.
did.
But
He
that's
brought us to
Barcelona. That's Barcelona Neymar we're talking about now. That's a different Neymar. And you remember I
Chudy,
said, if you're to
Chudy,
tell me
tell
that
me,
Neymar Barcelona
Chudy,
he's had a legendary
Chudy,
career, I can concede that
Chudy,
100%. Playing
tell
in a
me,
wonderful league, Champions League, the assist you talked about, all that stuff, wonderful. If you're about to tell me about his Lingard exploits here, that's why I'm like, all right, calm the
he's,
hell
He's
down.
only played in
he's,
3
and
teams now.
your
What do you want from
question,
this
scored
your
bro?
100 goals for
question
3
was,
different
He's only
clubs.
played in 3 teams. You
your
want to
question was
take
Yeah.
away 2 of those
career.
teams,
Your question was his career,
Mm-hmm.
right?
and he has only played in
His
3
career
teams.
is all his games played. What did he do in the games that he played?
Yes.
You are not going to find many players that have done as well as talkless or better than him in terms of the games that they played. That's the end of the conversation. That is a great career. Not, but we have gone back and forth too much. I don't accept any of your premises. It doesn't matter that
What
he didn't win
premises?
Ballon d'Or because
Or World Cup?
but your premise is that because he didn't win World Cup, he didn't win Ballon d'Or.
He didn't win. No.
That's what you're saying.
My premise is for his talent level.
And I'm
No
saying
World
talent
Cup.
level, there's no game.
No World Cup. No, and you guys keep countering that he played with Messi. The Champions League he won it with Messi. Without Messi, no
Hey.
Champions League
Along
in
about.
PSG. Since we're counting his career, right? In PSG,
What
no
did-
Champions
wait.
League. Playing
What
against
did- what
he
did-
racked,
wait.
he
Cups,
racked
what
up
did
numbers.
he
No,
do
no,
win
but he
World
racked
Cup?
up numbers playing against farmers, right? Come to Champions League, let's see. Nothing. One
He
final.
only
What is
he only
nonsense?
One
completed
final.
2
What
World
is
Cups.
nonsense?
What are we talking
He
about?
only completed 2 World Cups. There are not many players that have won the
Stop
World
saying
Cup
the
that
2
only
World Cup
played
things.
2.
This guy played
He
3 World
played-
Cups, man. He played
No,
3.
he was
He played
injured
3.
in that
He
one,
played
so he
3.
didn't complete
He played
it.
3. He played 3.
He didn't
So
complete
if
that
you want
World
to talk
Cup,
about
so it was
career,
pretty much
yeah,
2.
bro, he was with Messi throughout and won those trophies. All right, let's see what he's doing in PSG. Oh, he had the numbers when he played. He had the numbers. Okay, I'm saying he's playing with farmers in PSG. No, he had the numbers. Let's see what he did in Champions League when he's playing with the big boys.
A golden
What he
boot and
did,
2
that's
assist
not-
titles.
That's
I'm sorry?
not true. He
In
played.
PSG.
PSG.
Oh, sorry.
With
Okay.
PSG.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nothing.
PSG.
One
Number of
final.
goals scored playing Champions League in PSG 6-5-3-6-0-2.
And the Champions League final appearance.
Go and bring your faves, your favorite player. Go and bring them. What did they do in the same period? It's stupid as to. You have to look at it from a more logical perspective. In Champions League,
Yeah.
you're not playing anybody reasonable, really and truly. But like until you are like in quarterfinals, especially when you're PSG, they're going to be seeded first,
Okay.
right?
I don't
So,
concede to.
yes,
You're not playing against anybody reasonable, but the teams you're playing against are better than the random teams you're playing against in France.
that's not true because you could get Sparta Moscow or some
Shakhtar
Osasuna
Donetsk.
or some
Yeah.
some random team from nowhere. They are going to pump 6,
Yeah.
and then you say, "Oh, is that one?" But it's Champions League.
Okay.
But it's Champions League.
So you can
right?
get.
So
Okay, go on.
you cannot eat your cake and have it. You can win. You can play against doors all the way to semi-final.
Okay.
Champions League.
Then when
Or
is
you can play really hard teams all the way. And you can
Okay.
make an argument that, well, you played doors all the way. At the end of the day, for what he played, he still had to score or assist or help his team win.
And
He
Neymar
did that
never
for the
lost.
most-
He never lost to a dot team in the Champions League. Never.
Is that what?
It was
is that,
always
is that the,
it was
is that
always
the standard now?
Liverpool, Bayern Munich.
Is that the standard now? Is that the standard now? You had a
No,
great
I'm just
career because you
saying-
didn't lose to a dot team. Like,
No,
what are we
if
talking
we're
about
to
here?
say he hasn't won the Champions League, we have to look at the level of opposition he has also faced.
Yes.
It's not like
Because it's not just
Pep
him.
and City that were losing to Monaco or whatever rubbish team
Or Lyon.
that they were losing.
Lyon
Lyon
that
and
they
all these
lost to
teams.
that year.
Nah, he lost to Liverpool, a very good Liverpool team that went on to win it. He lost to to Bayern Munich that went on to win it. Lost to I think they lost to
Real Madrid. They went to
Barcelona.
Real Madrid as well.
They
Lost to Real Madrid.
lost to Real Madrid that went on
to
to
win
win it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
We're talking about him not being able to be the guy. Because when it comes clutch to play the big boys, he doesn't win.
And we've already told you that he has top 5 man of the match
did
awards.
Did he have those
the guy.
Those big teams that you're talking about? Did he have that problem when he had Daddy Messi with him? No. When Daddy Messi is not there, is he winning? No.
They didn't win every World Cup.
Every Champions League.
Champions League. They
didn't win every Champions League, but they sure as hell did not lose every Champions League, which is what he's doing with PSG.
So Messi was not in PSG. That's what you're saying,
bro. Messi at PSG was an old ragged bro, man. Old ragged. Old ragged.
You're pushing it everywhere. Like
no,
they're not.
Is Mbappe not in PSG?
He is, yeah. But we're not talking about Mbappe. So Mbappe has his World Cup. Messi has his World Cup.
Yeah, so
they both have their World Cups.
So PSG's failure is only on Neymar's head, but it's not on Messi and Mbappe because they have World Cups.
I never said that, but with his talent level, but with his talent level, them not being good enough, he should be the one to pick it up. He never did. That's my problem with Neymar. He never did. He was never the guy. He was never the guy. Never the guy. Never. You're literally calling out Messi and Mbappe now for what about them? What about them? Bro, what about the guy we're talking about here with good talent? What about him? Where is his chilling at his sister's birthday? He
scored and assisted for them.
If Neymar was not playing with Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, what team would he go to that he would not be the guy?
I don't know, but wherever it is,
there's no team. That's the answer.
I don't know.
He would be the guy in every other team except if he was playing with these 3 guys. And that is the one thing that I said at the start of this whole thing that I had against him. He went to play with Messi.
Twice.
No, Messi came and joined him. So
twice they went to go. Like, bro, this guy couldn't outshine his 16-year-old Mbappe. Like, relax, man. Let's relax.
I already told
you. 17-year-old Mbappe when Mbappe came.
It was beyond just talent.
Whatever how old it was, 18, whatever how old. Like,
it was beyond just raw talent. He could have and he should have been the face of that team. But I told you it was political. It wasn't just about ability. Bro. That's why PSG is a mess till today. There's so much politics in that team. It's just anyhow.
And I think we keep going around in circles in that, I keep saying, politics can be there all they like, right? You set yourself apart. You set yourself apart with the politics. Let your talent talk for you. Let your talent talk for you. How can you try to fight the politics when you're injured every season? When it comes clutch time, Champions League semi-finals time, you're nowhere to be found. How can you fight the politics? You can't. Because you're not as good. You're not there.
You're
not there, bro. Like, you're not there.
Example.
Why do you think him and Mbappe had beef then?
Bro, let's not even get into that because there's literally a day that Mbappe said that we should be training harder and not be eating fast food and everything. Then Neymar posted a picture of himself in McDonald's. Like, this is the kind of person we're talking about. Like, so let's relax with why somebody had beef with somebody. Like, we're trying to be professional here. This guy is visible. Oh, you didn't hear about? I'll send you the ESPN link. He literally posted a picture of himself at McDonald's with his homies after Mbappe posted that on Twitter.
But why do you think come on, man? Do you really think he goes to McDonald's often and all that?
Come on. Let's relax.
That just shows you the power struggle that was happening.
Maybe he goes to McDonald's. That's why he's always getting injured. Who knows? Like, bro, we can't speculate.
Mbappe wasn't passing to Neymar on the pitch
because the guy ate McDonald's next game.
No, it wasn't. It's always one-way traffic, and I will tell you that the politics was strong in PSG, where it was one-way traffic. Mbappe was expecting Neymar assist, but he wasn't giving any assist to Neymar. And then you'll be like, "Oh, Mbappe has the most goals, and he's the one carrying the team." But what do you want Neymar to do when the coach, the country, and everybody is behind Mbappe?
I want his talent to speak for himself. Simple. It's very simple. It's very simple, guy.
Those where
It's
you
no, but
live
it's
in
very
the
simple.
twilight zone,
No,
man.
Chudy.
if two of us are in the same team, if I'm better than you, I'm better than you. Forget politics and everything. People will start asking why this guy is not the lead. If I'm on the pitch and I'm better than you, I'm better than you.
Sorry, can
Simple
I?
and short. Simple and
There's an
short.
example
I'm
in
better than you.
Positions
I'm
in the
better
Brazil.
than
league
you. What
and
is?
There's an example.
there are positions in the team,
Mhm.
and we are not talking about a scrub player. You are talking
No, no,
about
no,
Mbappe
no.
like he's just some
No,
other
I'm
player
not
that
talking
you are
about the
just
scrub.
better
No,
than.
I never
Okay,
said we're talking about the scrub
how
player,
much
but
better is any player that will play with Mbappe better than him? How much better is prime Messi than prime Mbappe? How much
mhm.
better? Like if you put prime
That's a
Messi,
lot.
if you put
The
prime
gap, the
Messi,
gap is perfect.
the gap
Bro,
is. I'm
one
no,
hour,
I'm saying
one
look
hour,
at the
30 minutes. Hey, hey,
circumstances.
hey,
If you put prime
hey.
Messi behind prime Mbappe with the same politics that was
In front,
going on in
ain't
PSG,
nobody.
they
Everybody
will
be
not allow
saying
Messi to
why.
shine.
Everybody be saying why are you not allowing this guy? This guy took ball from defense and goes to score. Pass one, pass two. He just runs to go to score. He doesn't need you. This is Messi we're talking about here, man. Right?
Guy is fight. Guy is fighting over penalties, whereas
Take
in
the penalty.
Barcelona
Take the
they were
penalty.
sharing it left right.
Take the
Like it was.
penalty. I'll score another way. Take the penalty. The record will show that your goals are penalties and I dribbled my way into the box and scored. Take the
No, the
penalty.
records
Nah,
will show who
the
scored
Take
the
the
record,
most
penalty. Take
goals.
the penalties, bro.
The record
I'm
will show
better than
who
you. I'm
scored the
better than
most
you.
goals.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Like people who look and know and watch the game will know this guy is better than this guy. That's how we knew that Ronaldo was washed before he came. But the fanboys were like, no, 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 look at his goals. Look at his goals. Like, bro, look at the play. No, 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 look at the goals. Look at the goals. He came. Look what happened. You know, you watch the game. You know what you're seeing. I'm better than you. This guy is better than you. Forget politics. All that nonsense. All that. It's very very simple. Anyway, 1 hour 30 minutes. Look at you guys. You guys give it a thumbs up. A thumbs up.
It's your fault now.
it's just
I'm trying
arguing
to give
unnecessary.
you
No,
sense
no.
and you don't want to accept.
Nah, nah.
You're gonna
You
have to
can't, you
edit it
can't,
down
you
though.
can't, you can't tell me that because I think the
Right.
only
We
way you've
can't
been
tell you. We
close.
can't tell
No,
you. We
no. The only
can't.
way, the only thing you've come up with that has been close to semi-convincing me about his clutchness is the man of the match awards. And you can't. I honestly can't put him on my tier two on top man of the man award. I just can't. Like what the hell, man? What is this? Like I just can't. I just can't because he's never the guy. We need you. Where are you? Bro is injured. He's not the guy, bro. He's not the guy. This guy is so injury prone. We know the time period he's gonna get injured. What kind of human being is this? Like, what are we talking about? The same person here? February, March, he's gone. He's gone. Semi-final time Champions League, he is gone. And you're now trying to counter and tell me it's all the more impressive that he has more goals in the shorter amount of games. Get out of here, man. We need you now. Okay, you've scored us all the way to group stages and everything. Semi-finals,
When
where are you? Nowhere.
when your tier two
Come
guys
on,
were
man.
getting the same injuries, they didn't have the same production as Neymar. So
But to be fair, my tier two guys,
your
they
tier two guys
my tier
would
two
not
no, my
do
tier
what
two
Neymar.
guys, they balled before the period of numbers. Like Zidane doesn't have any numbers. Like what the hell, man? Like go look at his numbers the year he won the Ballon d'Or. He doesn't have any numbers. Like
Yeah,
they
but
balled before the time of numbers, but they were
no, but
impactful on the
who are
team.
your
Where are
tier two
you?
attackers?
Clutch time, Zidane. Where are you? Relax. I'm
Sorry.
here. Or start from the time I'm
Well,
headbutting
no.
brothers. I'm here.
Well,
I'm
Because
here.
that was more of a
who are your
midfield.
tier two attackers? Who are your tier two attackers?
I don't have them off the top of my list now. Honestly, it's
He
just
had
Zidane,
Because
Kaka and
I think
Zidane
Zidane,
on there.
Kaka, and who else did I put?
Zidane is not
Ronaldinho,
an attacker. Kaka
Ronaldinho.
Zidane,
wasn't.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho,
Ronaldinho
Zidane.
isn't even the same type of attacker that Neymar is. That's just the truth of the matter.
No, but
No point of looked
but we're
at it.
not comparing positions now. Now, don't turn that into the thing. That's
No,
not what I'm comparing
no,
now.
no,
I'm not
no. I'll
comparing
tell you why I'm bringing
positions.
it up. Tell you why I'm bringing it up. Because why is Messi and Ronaldo? Why do we even have entertained that
Question.
conversation? Because Ronaldo
Yes,
scored so much.
yes.
Out of winning the World Cup, how different was Ronaldinho's career from Neymar's career?
The clutchness,
Now look at the stats. It is
the
clear.
clutchness.
Like the number of That's nonsense.
The
That's
clutchness
actually the funniest thing.
and no, he
Go and
was
look.
How many
the
man of the
guy.
match awards does Ronaldinho have
I'm sorry?
as the guy? How many man of the match awards
Ronaldinho.
does Ronaldinho have as the guy?
Be counting
Like don't
on
don't get me wrong.
Or
Like
Chudy.
I'm a diehard to the core Ronaldinho fan.
No
Though.
fan.
By far.
Ronaldinho was just comps. It's the comps that made him look so good, bro. Like in reality,
Like he wasn't putting up numbers like crazy like that.
No, he wasn't. No. But
Yeah.
I just said
He played
that
in
the
the
guys
same
on my tier
PSG.
twos don't have
He know like to-
numbers, bro. I just said that. I'm not saying that. We're not comparing. We're not here to
didn't
compare numbers.
Ronaldinho have all the talent in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldinho had all the talent in the world. He just
Yeah.
came up in it.
Neymar accomplished more than Ronaldinho.
He just came up in where it just turns out that Ronaldo.
Neymar accomplished more than Ronaldinho.
If Ronaldo and Messi played the same time Ronaldinho was playing, you won't know Ronaldinho today. I mean, you'll know him, but he won't be the level. He won't be
Relax.
the level.
But do you guys agree or disagree with that? That Neymar
See
accomplished
this
more than
bro coming
Ronaldinho.
out. We're literally you were ending. This guy's not serious.
I'm
We're
leaving
ending.
now. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving.
Stop it.
I'm so sorry.
Just about to-
I didn't have Wi-Fi. I was on the boat cruise. I didn't have Wi-Fi.
I'm done. Hey. I have to end this thing. 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm getting text.
I'm sorry. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I just got back to the hotel room.
It's okay, we understand.
Man's wearing singlets. Yo, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for recording. Please like, subscribe. I think I'll divide the episode into two because this is very long. You should listen to it because
I will.
It gets really good. Thank you guys. Have a lovely rest of your day. Like, subscribe. Catch you, man.